Hey everyone, welcome back, and hello to you new people too. Today I'm doing the Black Owned Makeup Brand Challenge. Just a quick note for those of you who don't know, all of my newer videos are available with closed captioning. I started doing that I think at the beginning of this year, so if you need it, just click on the little CC button so you can watch this video without sound if you prefer. I wanted to shoot this video before I went to Dragon Con, but I ran out of time, so this is the soonest that I could get it up. A lot of the brands in this video are indie brands. They are brands that I found at the Makeup Show Orlando or the Makeup Show New York. So I hope that you'll be interested in checking them out. I'll make sure and put information on everything that I use in this video in the description box below. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. To start, I'm applying Beauty Bakerie Pancake with the Urban Decay large eyeshadow brush as my eyeshadow primer all over my eye. Beauty Bakerie is a company owned by Kashmir. She's based in California, and her story is very powerful. She's a breast cancer survivor, and I feel like a lot of the stuff that she posts on Instagram is very motivating and uplifting. So I really like her. I really like her Instagram, and I like her brand for that reason. Next, I'm going to take the color Moon Bar and the Urban Decay Tightline brush and pack it on the lid. I'm going to use Magnolia Makeup Twinkle in the Moondust brush. I first learned about Magnolia makeup at the Makeup Show Orlando, and when I saw them again in New York earlier this year, I had to pick up the color Twinkle because it's amazing. Yes, I have fallout on my face, and I will clean it up in a minute. I really want to get this color onto that blue base so that it has a sticky surface. And I am bringing it a little bit up above like what my crease is, but it's kind of still hidden because I have hooded eyes. So I'm gonna have to work on that afterwards. So I'm applying Moon Bar to my lower lid. And then I'm gonna use the smudger brush to apply Twinkle on top of Moon Bar. I really love using a brush like this for my lower lid because I feel like it helps to make the color blend out. Next, I am going to use Beauty Bakerie Crumb Cake in the Sigma E45 tapered blending brush. I'm gonna work in that crease. Since I have hooded eyes, I'm trying to go with a shape that works with my hooded eyes. And I used way too much product, so I'm gonna just use a Q-tip to take some of that away. It's one of the benefits to working with a cream product is that it's easier to remove it and then blend it out. So really all I'm trying to do is create a smooth gradient between my transition color and the blue on my lid. And part of the issue when you have hooded eyes is that you really need to do your makeup with your eyes open so that you can see where the color is gonna, like what the color is gonna look like when your eyes are open. Because what I used to do all the time was apply really pretty eyeshadow that you could only see if my eyes were closed, which you know, that's fine, but it kind of defeats the purpose if you want other people to see it. So I thought I had the AJ Crimson Cream Foundation because I know I bought it a couple years at the Makeup Show Orlando, but I must have given it away to somebody who it was a better match for because for me it was a little dark. So anyway, I just threw on the NYX Hydra Touch Foundation and Porcelain. And now to do the rest of my face. And I'm gonna use the color from the lip bar called Dark and Stormy as my contour color because grays are great on my skin tone. Just gonna put a little line there and take my Real Techniques Duo Fiber contour brush and hopefully blend that shit out. This is actually a lipstick color that I like a lot. And I'm just taking my foundation brush that has a little bit of foundation left on it and softening that up a little bit. And now I'm gonna take Shea Moisture, and this is Plum Mineral Blush. It's a cream blush, and this is a Sigma F15. And I'm just gonna put a little bit of this on the blush, or on the brush, and apply it. And I actually think this is a really, really good color for my skin tone. I think it's a very flattering blush shade. Again, I'm going to take my brush with a little bit of foundation left on it and just go back over my cheeks. Holy crap. So I just tapped my brush, I guess, the wrong way in this. Look at it, it cracked. And I need to add a highlighter. I'm going to use NYX Lavender Lust because somebody begged me to use this in my next look. I'm just blending this out with my fingertip and I'm gonna go back over it with my brush. Back to the eye makeups. By the way, check out my brows, don't they look great? It's been almost 3 weeks since I had my microblading procedure done. I'm really happy. I'm gonna be going back in 2 weeks to get them touched up. But I'll put a link to that video so you can check out the whole procedure because it's really cool. I'm gonna use Beauty Bakerie Teddy Graham with this angled eyeshadow brush, I think. Angled brow brush to add like a little highlight at the inner corner. And I'm just sort of drawing a sideways V at the inner corner. And then I'm gonna go back and blend it out. And I'm gonna use this Moondust brush to blend it out because that's probably gonna work. As far as highlights go at the inner corner, this is pretty subtle for me, but I think it kind of works because the lid shade is so bold overall. Now I'm going to take Beauty Bakerie Belgian Biscotti and the the Sigma winged liner brush, which is like E6, and I'm going to put this at the roots of my lower lashes. And if you want to tightline or put it on the waterline, you absolutely can. And I think I'm gonna put a little bit up here at the outer upper lash line. Now at this point, if you want to put on mascara or fill in your brows, you should do that. I have eyelash extensions, so I'm not gonna put on mascara. I'm gonna line my lips with Blackmail. So I'm gonna put on Glamorous Chicks Love Potion. This really is an amazing purple color, and it's got like a minty smell taste thing going on. Makes me think of lip tars. Glamorous Chicks is another brand that I found at the makeup show. I was in the makeup show New York earlier this year when Brittany and I saw their booth, and we both had to buy things because they make really gorgeous lip colors. I have 2 gorgeous lip colors by them. Love Potion, the one that I'm wearing, and this one is Futuristic Blue. They're both absolutely gorgeous, beautiful. Here's my finished eye look. And no, I'm not gonna try and fuck the camera with my eyes. Oops, I said a bad word. here's my finished look. So I hope you enjoyed my take on the Black-owned makeup brand challenge. All of the brands that I featured I will put in the description box below. If you enjoyed this tutorial, make sure you give it a thumbs up and share. I love it when you share my videos. And if you haven't already, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Thanks so much for watching.